Hello, everyone. I am so excited that I'm so excited to be here with you again and be able to actually broadcast with sound. Figured out what was going on before. This is Candace Stewart Finley with Empowered Whole Being Foundation, and I have been studying the fusion of metaphysics and quantum physics for the combination for about 13 years now. And today I want to just take a few moments and touch upon the effect feeling grateful has on our ability to be more receptive to all that we classify as feeling good experiences. Why that is exactly. Um, and what's important to me is that those who listen to these broadcasts begin to see and learn a little bit about um, the actuality of our being as energy, consciousness. And I know that sometimes that can seem a little ambiguous, but suffice to say that we were designed, or we are designed, um, as individuations of a collective source of consciousness. And that certain feelings, which are frequencies, match up to certain kinds of emotions that we describe. And so I I want to just for a moment show you a visual of what we call the torus. The torus is the energy field that we have. You can call it the aura if you want. It's actually in a flow. Everything has movement. Energy is all about movement. And all of the feeling frequencies that we associate with feeling good, joy, love, gratitude, they all spin counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. From the illustration, you see that's coming in the left. Those frequencies that are associated with feeling bad, the fear-based frequencies, the fear-based feelings of abandonment, rejection, unworthiness, blame, shame, anger, they flow clockwise in contraction spin. The actuality of our origin, of our human illusion of separation selves, is the counterclockwise expanded joy, love, gratitude, spin energies. Our very DNA, all the building blocks of the amino acids that are used to build our DNA strands, are only from the expansion spin portion of that amino acid molecule. So we already are. We're already spinning in counterclockwise. So what's important about this is just to put it in a little bit more of a context of what you may already be aware of. So the right-hand side of the body is often referred to as the yin or divine feminine, and the left-hand side of the body is often referred to as the yin and divine feminine, and the right-hand side of the body, and this is like in Louise Hay's work and Chinese medicinal approach, all of those things, they refer to the right-hand side as the yang or male energy. And in quantum physics, we call the left side the energy spinning in that counterclockwise, it's electric coming in, magnetic going out. So what's interesting is when we focus on feeling grateful, feeling gratitude, our energy aligns with its natural origin flow of counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, coming in electric, going out of magnetic. Electric is pulling in and magnetic is pushing out. And why is this important? The electric pulling in increases our receptivity. So for instance, this is something that I experienced in all my journey of expansion and inner work. I would do affirmations and yet not receive, because I was unconsciously unaware of the fact that I was very fearful of not receiving what I was affirming. This was unconscious entirely. And what happened then is that the polarity, which is this toroidal vortex here, the flow, went into clockwise. So the energy was coming out the left, pushing things away, signaling to the universe, the quantum field, whatever you would wish to call it, that my consciousness was not receptive to receiving all that goodness. Instead, it was all about creating roadblocks and setbacks. So when you're practicing gratitude, and I'm not talking about thinking about it, because that's something that I used to do for a long, long time, practice gratitude unconsciously. I wasn't aware I was doing this until just in the last couple of months, that I was thinking about gratitude, thinking about what I was grateful for, writing my gratitude journal and doing all these different things and speaking it out loud to myself. However, I wasn't feeling it. Feeling it is a whole new level of connecting with that frequency and creating from that particular frequency resonance. Because remember, quantumly, the actuality of our being is we are quantum energy, individuated into this form here in the physical world, which I call the simulated universe. It's like a holograph. However, the way things are created is it's the feeling first is transmitted into the quantum field. Think of like you're a beacon, and we're quantumly designed to be these amazing transmitters and receivers of electromagnetic frequency information, aka feelings. And I'm talking about deep, deep feelings, not like a peripheral, but a real understanding. Because when we are in the feeling state of gratitude, it is shifting the feeling frequency within the whole body. That means that everything is opening up. Everything is flowing counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Everything is operating at optimum. All of our physiology. It's expanding. The DNA is at optimum expansion, replicating beautifully. Conversely, when we're focusing on fear-based feelings, whether we're conscious of it or not, we're signaling the quantum field, the creation field, that we aren't receptive, and it changes our polarity. The energy starts coming in to the right and out the left. It matches the feeling. Everything matches. So this is why when you hear the discussions about the law of attraction, which I call the law of creation, You hear about how important it is to match your feeling to the desire or the intention that you wish to come to fruition. What it feels like to already be in that space with it in your life. Because it's the feeling transmission that creates the nature of the event, the nature of the outcome. So if we're feeling, even unconsciously, fearful or doubtful or in any way rejecting what we're intellectually stating as our desire, it's going to keep it at arm's length because we don't have the receptivity. We don't have the counterclockwise flow of energy, the electric in, the magnetic out. The simplest thing that can be done is to consciously explore what feeling grateful feels like for you. I've been doing little impromptu focus group questioning on this, asking people, what does feeling grateful feel like for you? And I've heard some amazing descriptive words for it. I'll share a few. Fulfilled. I'm feeling fulfilled. I'm feeling content. I'm feeling whole and complete. I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling serene. I'm feeling blissful. I feel as if all is falling in place for me. Those are some of the descriptors, and I align with that 100%. That's the feelings I feel when I am in a state of gratitude, being in gratitude, expressing, viewing, perceiving through that feeling experience of gratitude. Now, just recently, a couple months, 3 months ago or so, I began to utilize a social media platform called Clubhouse. I was encouraged to try it out, and I was, kind of hesitant at first, not understanding, thinking, oh, not another social media platform. However, it has been the most amazing experience because through that platform, and it's all audible, no video, and you're actually dialoguing and connecting with people from all over the world, all different cultures, beliefs. And what I did is I was guided into a room that's called the Daily Gratitude Room, and it's asked the question, what are you grateful for? First I listened, then I opted in to speak because the way the platform is set up, you're welcome to listen in these rooms, or you can metaphorically raise your hand and go on the metaphorical stage and speak and share. When I began to share my gratitude to this group of individuals from all over, things began to change. Things began to really shift. And I tell you, I have been on this journey with real intention, seeking to understand the inner consciousness, that the collective singularity self that we all are, back in the late 80s, for goodness sake, and began to practice gratitude about 20 years ago with more and more intention, maybe 25 years ago. However, it wasn't until I began to participate in this particular room on Clubhouse that all the dots connected. It went from an intellectual awareness or concept of being grateful to an experiential knowing, feeling it in every fiber of my being. And as I did that, I began to transmit in harmony with my intention to create more goodness, more beauty in my day-to-day life experience. That's when everything clicked. So first off, practice gratitude. It increases your receptivity, especially when you practice feeling it. Get to know what it feels like for you. Write about it. Tune into it. Focus on it. And as you become familiar with that feeling, it's always there, no matter what happens. I've had some amazing experiences in the last 3 months as I have been able to build and build and build and expand and expand and expand my understanding of the feeling, practicing it. At first, I was just feeling grateful for the things that I perceived as being good. And then I realized, wait a minute, that's limiting. And then I practiced intentionally feeling grateful for everything. Whole nother level. For everything. Those are my thoughts on that. If you have any questions, please feel free. The chat is open if you wanted to make any comments, by the way, and I'll see them. So again, this is Candace Stewart Finley. I'm the founder of Empowered Whole Being Foundation. I began studying quantum physics, quantum biology over 13 years ago to better understand how to manage all the feelings and information as an intuitive empath I was receiving 24/7. And it's through that I reached a place where it's quiet. And through gratitude, it's taken it up a huge, exponentially increased that ability to manage energy in a peaceful, loving manner. Feel free to go to my website. You'll see it scrolling at the bottom here if you have any questions. By the way, the website is under construction. Well, it's being upgraded. So there's a lot of cool stuff there, and there will be more coming down the pike. So happy to have this opportunity to share some thoughts. Feel free to check out the YouTube channel. There's a bunch more videos there. And next week, I'll be back on again around this same time, exploring and providing new perspectives and new points of view around the reality of our consciousness, the mechanics of our consciousness, what and who we really are, that beautiful, beautiful, expansive energy of us. So until then, thank you, and just feel grateful for everything as much as you can. And I'll see you next week.